basic notes. Let me just quick try to remember what happened.
Otherwise, I can run us through it really quick.
Oh, I clicked the wrong button and now battle.
I mean, if you want to, go for it.
Well, I know we left town, and on the way, this
You got
guy
enough
stopped us saying his friend was hurt or sick, and we went in to help, and he ended up being a little vampire dude, and we fought them.
Yeah, so
All I wrote was that I got a new card during fortune telling.
I was gonna say, so
Oh,
you
that
guys
was last
went,
week too?
yeah. You guys went and talked to Madame Ava. You heard about the 5 fortunes or fates of Ravenloft. She told each of you something very important to help your potential defeat of Strahd. Help you defeat Strahd. Help you take him down. She also read each of you a individual fortune, something that only you were looking for. She also said on your guys' way out that you should be careful who you trust. You ended up leaving the camp right after Aaron said some stupid stuff to the stones, or the talking stone, and then you got in a fight, and you guys did a good job. Nobody went down, nobody died.
I lost max health though.
Yep, you lost max health. Sarah, be sure to track your max health.
My max health?
Yeah. Your health, temporary health and max health.
Okay. I didn't get hit once. I'm good.
Perfect.
Actually, no, a little bit.
Perfect. Okay. So, that is what happened. Now, as you finished taking down this last vampire, his body is in front of you. What would you guys like to do?
Well, have I seen a vampire before? Or have I just like heard stories?
The latter. You've heard some stories about them.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of like fish around on him, like see if like, man, I think he might have been a vampire, like I've heard about, but just like see if there's anything peculiar that I noticed, like if he's carrying anything strange or
Yeah.
anything out of the ordinary.
Give a perception check.
God dang.
I mean, let's put it this way. You just got done with the battle, so your adrenaline's still pumping. As you look him over, you just notice he has like a robe on, some armor. That's about it. You can't really discern the specifics.
Nah, I am feeling a tad bit woozy after that encounter. I am going to take a seat, sirs and madam.
Make sure you eat your
What is
berries.
Doesn't tell me my max health. Yeah, I'm gonna eat a Cornelius. He eats a berry.
Excellent.
A good berry. What is that? 1 health?
1.
Yeah, he eats 2 good berries though.
Never.
Irina looks over to the rest of you and she says, "Oh, well, I think that it's pretty impressive what you all did there."
I mean, I personally killed 2 of them, so I don't know. I personally think I am the best, but you know.
Well, I think you are. That's mighty impressive.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
She's cleaning off her sword and putting it back in the scabbard and looking at this corpse on the ground. And as she is, she says, she says, "Well, this is very interesting. I've never seen anything like this."
What do you mean?
Well, There's something weird about
What's up?
this rope.
What?
I'm gonna take a look at it. Like, I'm gonna kind of like lean down and like really look at it.
Make a perception check.
Oh,
Yeah,
my 21.
you discern that it's like really good patchwork, but it literally has patches on it, like different patches of things.
Yeah, I mean, looks like a robe. I don't know.
Hmm. And then you guys all hear a voice coming from behind you. And this is a deep voice with a chilling presence. And it says, "Well, I think the robe is magical."
Turn around and look at who's talking.
You see a man standing on the edge of the road. And I'll show you what he looks like. He's a pale-faced, dark, long-haired man in very regal royal attire. This fine silk, fine patchwork done. He has a single shoulder plate on with furs on the other. And he says, "Yeah, I think that one's magical."
I'm gonna touch it.
As you do, give me an Arcana check.
Is it an Arcana check because she's trying to touch it?
No, it's not like a save or anything.
Because can I try to prevent Fira from touching it?
Yeah, go make a dex save.
I'm making it. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
it's not like okay.
What would you want to do?
Is
Athletic, probably.
Fira in the place? Like, am I even near her?
I mean,
Where's the rope she's trying to touch?
Yeah, I
Is it
went
this
up
guy?
here, and then because I was going in to
gotta-
touch it to like look at it, I looked deep.
Yeah. I want to try to stop her from touching it.
okay, you can do athletics if you want to try to push her out of the way or something.
I just want to try to like grab her hand or push her hand away
Yeah.
specifically so I can do dex. I'll just do I mean it's the same either way. I'll just do a dex check. And Courtney's gonna say, now I say don't go touching things that you don't understand.
I mean, honestly,
She
here,
ain't
let's
fast.
do this. Fira, roll me a dex check.
Oh no. This isn't a save. Is it the saving throw?
No,
I don't
just a
think it
dex
should be a
check.
saving throw.
I don't know if this is what I was supposed to do, but no, that's not what I was supposed to do.
It looks like it's the same. You're not proficient
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you put your hand on it, and
Yeah,
as you do, there's something about it. It's a little bit more than just the rope.
That's all I know. It's just a little bit more than a robe.
Yeah. I mean, you're just making an Arcana check. You're not casting a spell or anything. There's
Okay.
spells for
Can I-
it, so you
Can I
can.
try like taking it? Can I take it off? Like try to take it off him?
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't require anything. As you do, you notice its size. So this was like a small goblin-y creature. It starts to grow in size to match your height, 7'5".
I'm gonna put it on.
okay, is anybody else seeing this? Like, guys?
As you do, the man in the road calls out, "Well, I think that's very fitting for you.
I'm gonna like do a little fashion show. I'm gonna like walk around and just like,
Okay. Should we,
you know, I'm strutting all around the room.
should we wait for Cal?
It would be the perfect crime. Oh, global warming.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, let me just
So-
draw a penis on here quick.
Yeah, perfect. So, as you're doing that, the person out in the entrance starts walking slowly up. Do you
I
want to
say,
do a
pl-
better
please-
twirl?
Yeah, I'm doing,
stay,
like, I'm
please
strutting.
stay at a reasonable distance. We do not know who you are.
Well, we'll oil. Sorry, we'll oil welcome you to Barovia. My name is Strahd von Zarovich. It's so nice to finally have you here.
How does why am I blanking on her name right now? How does Irina
Irina.
look? Yeah.
She is hiding in the corner, trying to stay out of sight.
Does it seem effective?
No, she's
Can I
trying to
try
make
to
herself as
distract? Can I try to distract him so that he maybe doesn't see Irina?
yeah. Go
Like, can I walk out while like flexing and trying to like show off how strong I am?
make a performance check.
I really should have taken some sort of background. They gave me proficiency in performance for the amount of performance stuff I'm trying to do.
Oh, buddy.
I'm gonna walk outside the place though, onto this like little deal.
I'm gonna join you.
Okay,
You closed the door.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
you're fine.
Okay.
As you do, Strahd looks at you and looks at Fira, and his attention is more on her. As you're walking out, he's very confident in the way he's standing. He's up proper. His hands are just interlaced behind his back. And he says, I'm so sorry that you've had to deal with such an inconvenience. That fight, it didn't need to happen.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Strahd.
Yes, you may call me Count Strahd.
Count Strahd. Okay, thank you so much. I've heard so much about you.
Thank you.
Well, not so much, but you know, I haven't been here that long. But it's amazing to be able to meet the person in charge.
Well, thank you. I have to say it's so much hard work going into running this land. It's nice to
What-
feel some appreciation.
What did you mean
yeah.
when you said it's nice to finally have us here? Were you expecting us?
Well, yes, I expect everybody that I allow into and out of Barovia.
Oh wow.
Oh, we have you to thank for us being here.
Yes, and I'm thinking that you'll stay for a while, so I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean, I was told that, you know, I could get the thing I wanted by here, and I've met all these amazing friends, so yeah, this has been great so far. I wish there were some more flowers, but other than that,
Yeah. I don't think flowers would work here. See,
no.
it's and he looks up. As you see him looking up, his like cape kind of opens up and you see this ornate breastplate with filigree and gold woven into it. His scabbard moves a little bit, and up above him is just darkness. It's not nighttime, but there's no light, no nothing. I don't think it'll work.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, now I say, how do you know if you don't even try?
Well, Some have tried. I think I killed them a while ago. Some villagers. I don't think it matters. But you're here. And you're very entertaining.
Did you see our little performance with my flute?
Can I whisper to Fira? Did you not hear the part where he said he killed the villagers?
I'm gonna like whisper. Shh.
Can I roll stealth to try to for my whisper?
Yeah,
See how
go for
effective it was.
Go for it.
Okay.
Not
Do you
that good,
wanna-
buddy.
how well did I do? Yeah. What did it sound like?
I do declare.
I'm gonna like hit him like with the elbow.
Okay. Roll an attack. Just
Attack.
kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I have to say, that's a mighty nice robe you have on there.
Oh, thank you. I mean, do you want it? I mean, everything technically is yours, right?
Do you think I need it?
No, but no. I'd like to be nice.
Do you think I need something so fucking useless like that?
All right. Now, well, it was nice knowing you. I think we should be on our way.
He looks at you and he says, I'm talking to you.
And I was talking to you, sir. We were. That is how a conversation works. Oh, okay.
Hey, corny.
Oh, I did not whisper that.
Aaron, roll a new character.
If any of us was gonna have to roll a new character, it should probably be me. It would take the least amount of time.
What were you saying, Fira?
This is corny. Like, corny. Stop.
Well, anyway, sir, you seem to recognize this robe. Do you know what's so special about it?
It's magic of some kind. I think doesn't matter that much.
Can I like really try to hone in some magic and see if I can like? I'm just gonna like try all my magic powers and try to do something.
Let's see if you need attunement. Give me 1 second. Because you might not need to do that even. You might already have, let's see.
Can I walk
Ooh.
closer to him?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, Cornelius is gonna walk up to him and say, "Well, not you know that is a very good point. I should have been listening. I do apologize."
Oh, my friend, it's totally alright. I
Like
surely
you're really walking up.
understand that you don't like conversations with strangers, but what I can say is it's nice to get to know some. And he puts his arm on your shoulder. He gives you a little shake.
Yeah. Now I say, you have a good point. I don't love talking to strangers, but you're unacceptable. We're not strangers. What? I would like to think that we're friends, good sir.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I am friends with all of those in Barovia. It doesn't matter if you're insignificant fucking rodents like this one, and he points to Corny, or if you're perhaps a deceased other, like the one in the room over there.
Well, now I say that is an excellent jest, my friend. Now, have you ever talked to a rock before?
No, I don't think so. Do you talk
Interesting.
to rocks often?
Well, you see, I have been referred to as only having rocks in my head, so I am going to say yes.
Oh, well, That's interesting.
Can I like look at Corny? Does he look like there's something going on with him right now?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Did not know there were Discord sounds.
Perception, you said?
Yeah. You can't tell. Yeah.
God. Did you figure out if I'm able to use the rope?
You notice immediately that it's magical. And you notice that there are different patches on it that do different things.
Do I know what they do? Like, do I know how to use the rope?
You do know how to use the rope.
I feel like I need more information from this.
Did you get the handout?
Yeah, I showed you the handout, right? I didn't give you the other
got it.
patches. Yeah, I didn't give you the other patches yet, but you have the first couple.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, now I see it. Okay, sorry.
got it. You're fine. You're totally fine. As this is happening, Strahd walks up closer to you guys. As he's walking up, his stride, his gant, is very confident.
Did he take his arm off me, or am I walking with him?
Yeah, he only touched you for half a second.
Oh, okay.
And as he's walking towards all of you, he says, Who's that in the back? And Irina walks into eyesight. Well, hello. It's very nice to meet you. Strahd looks over at her and he says, Oh, we've never seen somebody so beautiful. How do you all know each other?
We
Well,
just kind of came together. I don't know.
yeah, I met the rest of them here at a tavern when I arrived.
Strahd looks at you, Varys. He says, yeah, I remember allowing you in here. But I didn't allow her in here. Did you all come from outside the mists?
I did. Right.
When he said her, did he mean Arena?
Yeah. Where
Well,
did
now
you
that-
come from? You.
That does
Corny.
depend on.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
He doesn't know your name. Sorry. He looks at you and he says, "Shut up."
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll stop talking then. Just kind of tapers off.
You, in the hood. Where did you come from?
Is that me?
Yeah.
Well, sir, I'm from Darkon.
Oh, I know of Darkon. Such a desolate place. It's falling to pieces. I'm glad I saved you from that travesty.
Is it you who sent the carriage for me?
What carriage? I allowed the mist to accept you in. That's all.
It's just that that's how I arrived here, and the carriage was sent for me from someone, and I still don't know who.
Well, whoever it was allowed you to find the mists, and now I have some entertainment for a little bit.
Entertainment, huh?
I'm really good at entertaining, so yeah.
He looks over at you and he says, "Well, yes, I saw that. That twirl you did. That was so interesting."
Thank you. I try.
And you, little one. Sorry, you're not little, you're a big boy. He says, "You,
Oh, you boy.
big one, over there.
Yes.
What's your
yes.
story?"
Well, I'm from Barovia, and we're on a mission to, you know, leave this place I've known my whole life.
You are? I don't
Yes.
think I don't think I'm going to allow it. I think
Why?
that maybe you'll stay here till you die. And how fast you die, that's up to you.
Well, all this talk of death, I don't know. I feel like.
He looks over at you. Why are you talking?
Oh, sorry.
No, you, fat one. He looks back at Dew. I think it's very, very interesting that you've lived here your whole life and just now decided to do something about it. I think it's interesting that you think you can do something against me, in my land, in my home, in my birthright. Do you think you can?
No, sir.
Just
I-
remember
I-
that.
I just want to find my parents so we can live together in harmony in Barovia.
Well, you'll remember that. Maybe I can help you out with that. You all can die together. He looks back at you as you take a breath, Fira, and his eyes are piercing. So, I'll let you play with your trinkets and clean up the bones, and I'll be on my way. But it was very nice to meet all of you and just see who see who showed up in my land. And he turns around and he starts walking away.
You know, you hate
I'm
to
like
see him
looking
go.
to see when he's out of like earshot. I'm
You,
like,
you love to watch him walk away.
He's got a rump of excellent proportions.
Yeah, let's establish now that Strahd he's got some cake back there, as Keanu would say.
Yeah, sorry my description didn't go into the cake measurements of
Yeah.
Strahd Van Zarovich.
You know, the handout you gave us, it didn't have his behind.
Oh,
You
AI
sent us
though.
another one where he's turned around.
I'm gonna get some AI to do the back to the front.
That's genius.
Okay. As he leaves, you all feel a wash over you of something completely different. You feel, well, sorry, everybody but Do. You feel a wash over you of something weird. Irina, she calls out and she says, "Well, I'm fucking scared shitless. I never thought I'd see him in real life."
wait, this was your first time seeing him?
Oh fucking Christ. I I thought he only came and murdered and pillaged. I don't think that really anybody sees him and then has the story to tell. You saw all those ghosts, right? They all tried to go against him. They were killed and murdered. And she's shaking.
I'm gonna like go and like put an arm around her.
As you do, she is stopping.
Well, he was a bit rude, but I mean, it is nice of him to allow us to be here. I suppose I guess I don't understand. Are we really just here for his amusement, or?
Ferris, as you're saying this, you're feeling a shroud be lifted over you. Like something was influencing you in some way. Some of your emotions are coming back to you.
Oh, okay, it's passing.
Motions or emotions?
Both.
Emotions are just energy in motion, Aaron.
Okay. You see Corny kind of give his head a shake. He's like, well, now, he was kind of a dick.
Irina looks, I'd fucking say that. He said the meanest things to you all. Poor Dew. And she's like wiping up tears. She comes over. She stands by Dew and she says, I think you're a beautiful soul. I think you have strength and guile. I don't think any of those things that he said about you.
He's a scary man. He's always right about everything. We follow what he says.
Well, I don't think that's the case. I don't think I want to be like him.
Well, if you've lived in Barovia long enough, you'll see why.
I've lived here my whole life. I don't want to see any more of it. I have to say this, all of you. If you're really sure about this, you have to help defeat him. You have to help make this right.
So wait, is this Count responsible for the mists around Barovia? Because I thought these mists were everywhere.
Some say that Strahd controls them around Barovia. I don't know how people come in. I didn't know now until he just said it. But with how powerful he is, I'd believe anything.
Well, it makes me very curious about those bar owners who are able to come and go as they please. Are they Strahd's chosen?
Well, the Vistani's always been able to. There's rumors or fairy tales about some bargain struck, but I don't know if any of it's real.
I wonder if one of them could help us know how to destroy him. Like, they probably know something or have some kind of specialty about them.
Well, she'll lean into you, Fira, and she'll say something that the Vistani are Strahd's spies.
Well, that makes it complicated.
But then, wouldn't he have already known how we got here?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I think that I think I'm going to die. I think if he knows we're here and he knows how to get to us, that it's just a mechanical device that tells time clicking down until it happens.
Well, I think if he wanted us dead, he had every means of doing so just now. So it may be arrogant of him to assume that we are here for his entertainment, but we can use that to our advantage.
I agree. I think we should get out of here, honestly. Get away from the crime scene and just like go. We can talk about this on the road, but I don't want to stay here any longer, with especially with him knowing where we are right now.
Excellent.
Can I look around and see if he actually left?
Yeah, he did. Even if I didn't move the token or anything, he's gone.
I'm gonna say to the rest of the group, well, I don't know about you all, but I lived in some very rough parts growing up, and you know what Strahd said about where I come from was true. It is a dilapidated city, and my family was not well-to-do at all. So I'm used to having to pick up scraps where I can. So I do hope that you won't judge me for this, and I'll search the rest of the bodies that are laying around the cabin here.
Excellent. Make a perception check. Wow, that's a great roll. With your
Good thing I
roll-
got the bad one out of the way.
Yeah. Good job. You find amongst the corpses about 20 gold pieces amongst the different people with the hoods, and on Cedric you find. Sorry, let me look this up. I don't want to give away
Wait,
anything.
the entertainer?
That was his name, the goblin.
Oh, Cedric
Okay,
the
Cal.
Goblin.
Even I wasn't gonna say that out loud.
I don't know if I get the joke.
I don't know any other Cedrics besides Cedric the Entertainer.
Honestly,
What
I
about-
know the
I'm
name.
Cedric
What
from
about
Harry
Cedric?
Potter.
Yeah, what about
Oh, yeah.
Cedric Diggory?
Cedric Diggory?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not that big of a Harry Potter fan.
Ugh.
Okay, you're not a
Why
big
am I your
Harry
friend?
Potter fan,
Where's
but
Zavala?
to just recognize a character.
You find some ring mail on him. Like that's his armor that was underneath the robe. But besides that, it's just daggers and a little bit of gold and some armor.
Well, I'll pocket however many daggers I find.
Let me see. 3.
1100.
And who's the bank?
Me.
Corny? Did I? I don't think I ever like gave you my money.
I think you did.
I'm pretty sure that Daddy DM over here just told me how much to put in my inventory.
I did.
Yeah, I mean it's not much, so we'll just
I assume that applied
forget
to
about it.
how much
Yeah.
everybody had.
So I'll add the 20 gold to that.
Excellent.
And I'll also ask
Okay,
you,
we've
hey
doubled our
Corny,
money.
do you what I can well, what kind of armor is Corny wearing?
I'm not wearing armor.
Oh, well, I'll walk over to him first and say, hey, I found this on one of them. Is it something that you could use?
What kind of armor was it?
Ring mail.
Ring mail.
Let me just see if this would be an improvement.
What class are you, buddy?
It's heavy armor. I had to Google it. So no, I can't wear it. Or I could wear it, but it wouldn't be beneficial.
Got it.
Well,
Page over
I'll
here,
turn
I
to
can
the
make it
rest
as
of the
remember.
group and
So he
say,
says, well, I say, how would I show off my muscles if I was wearing such constricting armor?
well, I can't fault you there. See, I just find I get hit more with anything that weighs me down. And then I'll turn to the rest of the group and ask if anybody else can use it if they want it. And if any of the characters who aren't here this week, if it would be an upgrade for them, they can have it. But otherwise, I'll just hold on to it.
I don't think a single one of us main characters that can wear heavy armor.
Yeah, we got 2 druids, a warlock. Yeah, no, I guess not, huh?
What did Logan have? Is his
I don't
character
even
gone?
remember. Yeah, his character's gone.
Okay.
So, all right, I guess. Well, I'll hold on to it and try and sell it at the next town.
Excellent. As you pick it up, his corpse falls to the ground, his sharp fangs clattering against the floorboards.
Oh,
And
are they still in his mouth?
yeah, and his Irina looks and she says, "Well, I think that takes some guts."
Well, it's not guts when they're dead. I mean, you all had more when we were able to put him down, and thank you all for having my back.
You're welcome.
Well, I have
You're
to.
on mute, Aaron, if you're talking.
As you all wrap up the investigating, what would you guys like to do?
Well, you all know I just got this awesome new coat, and it has some cool things that can happen with it. Do you want to kind of talk it through if you want to use any now?
Don't we all see what it does? But you can tell us, because like I don't think our characters would just know.
We can get a riding horse. We can get
What?
a mastiff.
Which
Two
patches did you
mastiff.
cover?
I just rolled the patches.
Oh, you just did now? Okay.
A bag of 10 or 100 gold pieces, an iron door, a wooden ladder, a riding horse, a pit, a rowboat, a spell scroll, which is the moonbeam, and 2 mastiffs.
Let's correct all that. So you get what I put you in the chat, and then you also
Yeah,
get the dagger, the bullseye, the steel mirror, the 10-foot pole, the hemp.
Wait.
Yeah, wait. You get something for 44, so that's a wooden ladder. 46 is a riding horse.
Yep.
73 is a rowboat. 68 is 4 potions of healing, and 58
Oh.
is a pit.
So
Oh,
the thing,
oh,
the
sorry.
thing where it says the useful 8 patches remaining is not correct in the thing.
Yes.
Because in the handout it says which 8 ones, so I'm ignoring those.
Oh no,
If
that's
you got it off in Arcanoloth, whatever that is. We did not fight in Arcanoloth.
yeah, that's basically like a special magic item. So let me correct that. You can ignore the one that I sent you because I got one of them wrong. I was trying to read it really quick, so let me send you the better one.
Okay.
I think the one that I messed up was 50 or 68.
Ignore everything I just said.
Oh, dude, you're fine.
No, that's alright, Fira. I was not fully paying attention in the first place. I apologize, I have a short attention span.
Yeah, well. I'm
It's a
just
product
dumb.
of my upbringing, which I also do not remember because I was not paying attention.
I want to hear more about your upbringing. How was your dad like?
You know, I would tell you if I knew. I would so dearly like to find him again. I assume
Oh.
I had a father.
Do you assume you had a mother?
That is usually how Dragonborn are created, yes.
Ah, okay. What about any siblings? You have a sister, right?
Well, I would like to think of you as a sister.
Oh my god.
Now,
That
I
is
will
amazing.
say, I did have a father figure. Hold on a second. AJ, you didn't establish any names for anybody in my backstory, right?
You don't know, buddy.
No, I would remember some of them, right? I didn't forget. Hold on, let me just read this again. Did I forget everybody
You did.
from the carnival?
Yeah. You remember
You
glimpses
did
of-
not put that on my backstory.
Yeah, but I didn't put their names, right?
No, I was just gonna make one up and make you roll with it.
No, you don't remember a lot.
AJ's like, no, don't do that.
I mean, it's up to you, but
No,
in
it's fine.
what we talked about, you don't remember a lot about your past. You remember like glimpses, but not like details, so it's blurry. Yeah.
So yeah, I remember a big, strong man, but obviously no one is as strong as me, and he's just flexing.
Oh, of course. That's so weird. You don't remember your past. My past is like amazing thing to think about. Well, not amazing, but like, thinking about my family, my friends, the creatures. It's really sad. I'm sorry.
I think I'm well traveled. I just don't remember exactly where I've been.
Hmm. Well, they say it's about the journey, but I don't think you remember the journey either. So it's really.
I do remember glimpses of given, performances of people admiring my physique.
I mean, that's easy. You probably got a lot of money from that.
You're right. It is easy to admire this physique. I did roll athletics earlier, but I sent it only to AJ. I'm trying to pose and show my muscles off, and I'm doing terribly at it.
As you do it, you cramp up immediately, and like your knee buckles in because it's a thigh cramp. So you're trying to compensate for it.
No.
Fira, you see his leg, doesn't take a perception check at all. The scales are rippling up and down for the muscles tinging together.
You need a massage, and I go for his leg.
I already ate all the good berries, so I can't heal myself of the cramp.
What? Do you describe how you're gonna massage his leg?
I'm going and I'm putting all my strength in, and I'm with the palm of my hand just pushing in and just
Give me a medicine
really.
check. Let's put it this way.
Your character's pretty big, but is it actually strong?
I don't think you have any strength. Oh, you just needed to beat a 10. So anything under 10 would have lost. As you do, it does feel better. What she's doing is helping a little bit. It's not making it worse. So your cramp starts to go away.
Well, thank you very much, Vera. Again, I do think of you as a sister at this point.
That is amazing. I love you guys. Yay. We should get going now.
All right, Irina, which direction are we supposed to be headed?
Irina puts herself together and she says, well, we can keep on heading west. And she starts heading west.
Which way did we see the devil go?
He went to the south. But
okay.
You didn't, in your state that you were in? Well, did you watch your friend leave? Yeah. You watched him get out of here, but you didn't pay that close of attention.
I just want to know if he went where we're going.
Make a... No, never mind. He didn't. You don't need to make a check. It's not that obvious, so...
And... Yeah, okay. Alright.
Excellent. So let me grab you guys. I'll grab everybody, just to make this easier for me. I gotta grab the mug of beer as well. Because that is our stream.
I got a pretty sweet beer mug, but I don't use it very often because it bothers me a little bit now that the part my mouth touches is made of wood.
Oh, buddy.
Oh yeah, Aaron.
As you guys are leaving this area, you're heading west towards Vallaki. You're walking side by side with...
Is my mic better?
Yeah, it is better, buddy.
Yeah, that's actually quite a bit better.
You're walking...
Know...
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you're...
No, never mind. Just go ahead.
You're walking side by side with Irina. And you notice the roads are quiet again. You don't hear much. You don't see much. And as she's walking through them, she's not as talkative as she once was. The old Savlik Road meanders into a valley watched over by dark, brooding mountains to the north and south. The woods recede, revealing a sudden mountain berg surrounded by wooden palisade. Thick fog presses up against this wall as though looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town of slumber. The dirt road ends at the set of sturdy iron gates, with a pair of shadowy figures standing behind them. Planted in the ground, flanking the road outside the gates, are half a dozen pikes with wolves' heads impaled on them. The guards look
Goodness.
over towards you as you're walking up and they say, "Who goes there?"
Well, I believe this fella's name is Dew, and he gestures over at Dew.
Howdy. Howdy.
Um,
He goes there, I go here.
okay,
here.
smartass. What are you doing here?
Doing? Did he just say doing? Well, I'm here.
Cornelius looks at Irina.
Thank you, honey.
Miss, do you want to handle this?
Looks over at who?
Irina.
Irina calls out and she says, "Well, my name's Arina Koyalon. Um, I am, I guess, the sister of the burgomaster of the village of Barovia. And I'd like to be able to get in." And the guards change their demeanor. And they say, "Oh, you're the sister of the burgomaster. What happened to late Koilan?" Irina says, "Well, he passed away a few days ago." The guard shifts up, says, "Well, this is a little unorthodox, but you can come in if you please. Just no magic and no speaking the devil's name. Those are the rules here. And,
Nah.
you'll hear the rest from hopefully another guard that has more time."
Aye, aye, Captain.
He looks over at you. "I'm not a captain. I'm just a guard."
Aye, aye, guard.
"Oh, thank you for being so understanding." And he nods towards somebody like down below, or sorry, he knocks on the wooden beam, and you hear the two iron gates start to open. As they do, you see from mud to cobblestone, like really neatly laid cobblestone, a burgeoning town open. Now let me go grab the other map. And I'll drop you guys down there. Can everybody see the map?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Can everybody see my screen?
You're on mute.
He's not muted for me.
No, I know it's a joke.
If you're talking, you're muted. Press *6.
Beep, beep, beep.
As you walk in, you notice this town is very still. There's no music, no conversations happening. Everything is very quiet. The wooden gates the wooden palisades, meaning like there's literal 3-foot by 12-foot pikes of tree trunks that have been assembled around this village, didn't give you a hint at how large it was. There are full structures of buildings built by brick with terracotta roofing and tiles and shingles. The infrastructures here, for things that you all could remember from the places where you came from, but it's so quiet.
Okay.
And Irina steps over and she says, "Well, to be honest, I didn't think I would actually get this far, but I think payment is a due. And she looks over at Dew and looks back at the rest of the group. And
Adieu.
Dew. And she pulls out a bag of 45 gold pieces, right? I think she promised everybody 70. So 45. We'll just keep it like that. And she gives 45 gold pieces to Adieu.
Just gonna add that to
Adieu.
my thing here.
So
See,
this is
We
what
need
the,
to-
This is what the smoke detector was for.
Oh, that looks really good, man.
Right?
Ooh, I love me some sesame seed chicken. She says, well, I really appreciate all your help, but I have an arrangement over at the Blue Water Inn. You'd be fine to come and grab a drink with me if you'd want, but I'm going to go find a room there. And she looks over at Fira and Corny. She says, I really appreciated all your help and your company. Appreciate you saving my life. And, she starts to tear up. I don't know what I would have done with only Ismark. I don't know what would have happened if I would have stayed in the village. But I'm strong, and I'm confident, and I can do this. I have the strength. And she bolsters herself up and starts walking away.
Should we follow her?
Well, no, farewell, miss.
Bye. Thanks for the flower.
I don't know. I think it'd be awkward if we followed her. She did just say goodbye.
Yeah, I agree.
Agreed. She seems to be on her own mission. I think we should
Like,
find out what we can here, and maybe sit and talk for a while and figure out what exactly our plans are. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of like start whispering, like, you know, I didn't come here with the expectation of taking anyone down, and yeah, that dude was a complete dick. But I'm just trying to make some money and go back home. Like, it's none of my business what's happening over here, really. I mean, from what I've seen, the towns and villages and cities here are doing better than mine back home, and Strahd isn't there, so could it really be that terrible?
I don't know. I think we have to just. I don't know. I don't know what the next step is.
Well,
We have those cards, but
we've got a lot to think about from that fortune teller. I think maybe our best bet is, now that we're in the city, you know, find an inn, and a couple drinks would not be amiss for me. We can drink and talk and have a good night's sleep and see where we want to go from there.
wait, does that guy have a monkey?
No perception check required. You see a guy with monkey.
Wait, I think we're supposed to talk to somebody with a monkey, right? The guy with the monkey he's an entertainer and has powers beyond immortality. I think let's talk to the guy with the monkey. Right? Am I the only one going crazy here?
Wait,
No,
is
no.
there,
I
did
do
you say
think
something
that
about a shared
we are all losing our minds.
No, we have to talk to the guy with the monkey.
All right, Fira. I can introduce us.
Oh, I mean, you're a fellow entertainer, so you could probably really.
Dance, monkey, dance.
And Do starts walking towards the guy with
Yeah,
the monkey.
I'm gonna start
Or
walking
not,
towards.
Cornelius. I'm
As-
assuming Do does too.
As this happens, the guy behind him quickly wraps up his conversation and enters into the inn.
Hello.
Nah, is that a monkey on your shoulder, or are you just happy to see us?
Oh, wow. That was a very funny joke. What, what are you all doing here?
Can I roll insight to see if he actually thought it was funny?
No insight needed, man. He thought that was a zinger. That was great.
Okay.
So I don't want to be too forward, but I think this is just where we are right now. I was told by a fortune teller that you have something, some kind of powers to help me.
He's very perplexed. Is this like that monkey joke?
No, no. I'm on a mission right now. The fortune teller told me to find a guy with a monkey, and I see you're. I mean, maybe I don't want to assume, but a guy with a monkey.
I'll tap her on the shoulder. I'll tap Fira on the shoulder and say, "Well," and I'm whispering in her ear, like, "All she said was that he'd help us. He might not know anything about what we're after. Just be careful."
Well, I don't think he's very confused. I I I I, I just make toys. Hey, here, look at this. And he pulls out a marionette doll, like on strings. Instead of a actual doll, it's a like stitched in about halfway down is half of a skeleton and half of a stuffed doll. And he says, "Look, Piccolo, look, play with it." And he starts popping it up and down, and the monkey on his shoulder is like holding the arms.
Does the doll look magical at all?
No, it looks like well, make a perception check.
How's perception gonna let you know if it's magical?
Just trying to take a closer look. Yeah, all you think is it's a doll.
I mean, it's a really cool doll. That's awesome. How long have you been making dolls?
Well, I've been making dolls. He takes out his hand and like puts away the doll, and he starts counting. A lot of years. By making toys, a lot of years.
Oh, that's cool.
But you said that there was a fortune? Just like a lot of treasure?
Sorry, say that again?
A fortune, that's like a lot of treasure, right?
No, like like have you ever heard of, like tarot cards? Have you ever heard of those?
Someone who speaks people's fates.
Yeah, you know, a fortune would be a large amount of treasure. You're correct.
Okay.
Yeah, the teller's
yeah.
the bank teller. So it's basically.
Oh, are you all bankers?
No, we're adventurers.
Oh. Oh. I don't see many adventurers. But I do have toys with adventures in them. Piccolo, he plays with the toys, and he looks up towards the little monkey.
Do you have any like especially special toys?
Well, I can't be giving them away. I need to keep up the supplies. So if you really like them, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to pay for them.
Oh yeah, I wasn't saying I'm gonna like take them for free. I'm just curious if you have any like really like what's your most like top 10 like special toys and like what makes them so special?
Well, I got this one, and he has like a wooden chest that he's carrying around on his back, and he takes it and he pulls it to the front, and he opens it up kind of like a showcase, and you see on the first shelf is a tiny little music box, and he starts cranking, and then you hear, as it's happening, wolves are chasing around a circle after children. They're going in a circle and going in a circle, and then as it happens, the wolf bites onto the child, and then it goes and the wolf's dragging the child back.
Was it like a surprise that the wolf bit the child, like with that?
Yep. It
So like a
happened
jump
right at
scare,
the
like a
peak.
Jack in the Box.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. What kind of saving throw should I make to see if that scared Cornelius?
Make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna make it too.
To see if I flinch.
Neither of you flinch, but that's probably one of the most fucking weird things you've seen.
That's an interesting toy.
And I do have another one, but I can't show it to you. The Burgomaster, he doesn't like that one at all.
Okay. Could
Wait,
you
wait,
describe
wait.
it to us?
He looks over at Piccolo and he looks back at you.
Piccolo.
What if we go somewhere that nobody could see?
Well, yeah, I think I could. His fur has a tiny bit of a greenish tint to it.
Yeah. Does it look like he'd regrow an arm if we ripped it off?
Only one way to find out.
Well, he's
He
got
says-
2 arms. There's 2 ways to find out.
He says, well, if I bring you to the shop, I have a bunch of toys.
Yeah, point me in the direction. Let's go.
He points down the street, and he says, oh, it's a little bit over there.
All right. When are you gonna be there? Let's go now.
Do you want to? I have so many
Yeah.
toys.
I want to go so bad.
Now, just real quick before we go, I did have one question.
Yes?
Who was that you were talking to when we walked up?
Oh, that's Rictavio. He's so nice.
Okay, thanks.
And as he's stepping away, the monkey is holding on to his scarf and getting good grip. I want everybody to roll a perception check.
Whisper.
Um,
I did it anyways.
Fira, you gotta roll perception. Check your spelling. Yeah, whisper a perception check for me.
So, AJ, did you watch Blackbird?
Yeah, buddy.
Like, I recognize that fucking voice.
Is the first idiot voice I could think of. Good show.
Very good.
Did everybody roll? I want to roll
What are we
from
rolling? Perception?
perception. I want to roll from. Okay.
I got
Corny.
mine.
Corny and Fira drop down in the chat for me really quick.
Oh no.
We'll wait for Corny to get in here. So, as this large man is walking away, you notice this small monkey is grabbing onto his shoulders and looking back towards the inn. And you hear saw squeaks and whimpers as he's walking towards the other side of the street.
Like he doesn't want to go, or
With your roll, yeah, he's...
would I need insight for that?
Yeah, I mean, you hear the whimpers. You think he just doesn't want to go in the direction he's being taken.
Like he'd rather go in the inn.
Yeah.
So the monkey would rather go in the inn?
This
Yes,
monkey's
yes,
alcoholic.
the monkey's the one who's whimpering. The
Oh.
large man
Oh
is...
yeah, I guess I just assumed it was. The
Yeah,
monkey.
yeah. The large man is walking towards the other direction. Okay, we can pop back up.
Okay.
Or something.
Excellent. So, as he's walking towards this area, I don't. Let me double check. I don't believe I have one for this. So I'll just describe to you what you guys see. Let me double check my maps. I do not. So as you guys are walking towards this place, well, let's actually put you in something so you can walk around. We'll keep your entertainment that way.
I need it. Any way that soon we can have a little break and need some water and.
Oh, do you want to take 5 minutes?
I'd
Let's
be
just
fine with
take
that.
5 minutes. So
Thanks.
as you guys are walking through the town, you notice the shops, the homes that enclose the town square are decorated with limp, tattered garlands and painted wooden boxes filled with tiny dead flowers. At the north end of the square stands a row of stocks. Locked with are several men, women, and children wearing crude plaster donkey heads. In the center of the square, peasants in patchwork clothes eye you suspiciously as they use cups and vases to draw water from the crumbling stone fountain. Standing tall at the center of the fountain is a gray statue of a man facing west. All around the square are posted proclamations. Come one, come all, the greatest celebration ever, the Wolfhead Jamboree. Attendance of children and adults will be required. Pikes will be provided. All will be well. The Baron.
When we
And
pass
that's.
the dead,
Oh, go for it.
when we pass the dead flowers, can I pick one and put it in my other ear?
Yeah, you do, and the shop owner looks over as it's happening, and they just nod towards you,
And it
just
like
like eyeing you
it
up.
becomes, it stops being dead and it like comes to life as I put it in my hair. I
This
smile.
one, so the one on your right side was like a light shade of blue. This one, as it's growing, it's coming in white. So it goes from this grayish color to a bright white with, instead of petals that flow out, it's petals that are tightly knit into a ball. So it looks like a crocheted ball in petals.
Awesome. I totally forgot we were not supposed to use magic, but it did it anyway because I forgot.
That's fine. It's pretty slight. Nobody really noticed it.
Okay.
Excellent. So as you guys are walking, and remind you, I don't think. Oh well, no, I did think I was gonna be able to put you in something. Let me just put you in something really quick. We're going to go back to the classics. Sorry about this. Just trying to get this ready.
So
No problem.
we're not playing D&D next week. We're doing other stuff, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, as you all are walking, you walk into a small store. Let's close this, lock it, because there's not going to be that much in here. Close this, lock it. You walk into a small store. The door opens with a little jingle as a small bell hangs overhead. As you walk in, you see desks and walls lined with different toys. All of the toys are ordained in different ways, but every single one of them is morbid, gothic, and twisted. You see a headless doll that comes with a sack of attachable heads with mouths and eyes sewed shut, a miniature gallows complete with a trap door and a weighted hanged man, a set of wooden nesting dolls. The smaller each one gets, the older it gets, until the inner one is a mummified corpse. And he walks you in and goes behind a desk and he picks it up He says, well, this one. This one's my most special one. I don't make too many of it. And you see a small ventriloquist version of Strahd. He says, the Baron Burgomaster, he saw it and he didn't like that I made it. He thinks that it's this and magic and speaking of the devil's name is what gives him power.
Well, I can see why he didn't like it, but I don't know if it's for that reason. We just met Count Strahd on our way here, and I don't think he's one to suffer being mocked.
You can't say his name. It's not allowed. You can't.
Oh,
And
my apologies.
you see Piccolo start to shrink away towards his back, and he sets down the doll, or the ventriloquist dummy, and he looks over. He says, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. It didn't come out of my mouth. He starts rambling.
Why are you not allowed to say his name?
Well, it gives him power.
Don't you think that being afraid to even say his name just gives him more power?
No, the Baron says it gives him power, and the Baron's smart, and he's in charge, and he helps all of us. He keeps all of us safe.
Well, all right. I'm sorry. I wasn't aware of the rule, but I won't say it again. Is there something you can tell us about? We saw these flyers on our way in about this wolf festival with pikes. What's happening there? We saw some wolf masks in the square and some pikes outside. Is that a big problem around here?
Well, sometimes children and older people they get killed by wolves, and some people say Strahd controls the wolves, and I think that the Baron just wants to show that it's okay. Wolves are you don't have to be scared of them.
By chopping off their heads and putting it.
As he hears you, Fira, he looks over. He says, "Yeah, I think some people do it. I just I'm too scared. That's why I make these toys." And you see he's pointing all around the room. Everybody, give me a perception check.
You're gonna have to roll mine for me, dude.
To GM or public?
With my computer.
Okay, that's fine, buddy. I'll get it to you. You can
GM?
whisper it to me.
Well, the screen just went black except for my cursor, and it occasionally looks like it's thinking, "Oh, it's coming back up."
I think that might be a bad sign, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4. Cal, drop down in the whispers for me really quick. As you look around the workshop, you see a very peculiar doll. It's kind of tucked away in the north corner of it, amidst a bunch of others, but it looks exactly like Irina, with her red hair and her scarf on the neck of it. It's almost a spitting image.
Okay. Do I mean, so I missed so much with that first session. Like I barely know anything about Irina. Is this her first time being here, as far as I know? Like, 'cause I know we were paid to like bring her here. It doesn't seem like something she does often.
You don't know if she's traveled around. She's grown up in Barovia. but you don't know exactly if people travel around here a lot or not.
Okay.
By
So,
the
real
interactions
quick,
you've
though,
had.
so Barovia is like the country, like the region that we're in?
It's both a region and a village.
Okay. Because we're in
Valaki.
Valaki.
Yep.
So, okay, where were we before? That
You
was.
were in the village of Barovia.
Oh, okay, that's why I was confused. All right.
Yep.
So, okay, gotcha.
Okay, let's pop back up.
All right.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I should go.
Okay.
I feel
So
like I'm always so busy in the summer.
as you all are looking around this place, you see different toys and it's so morbid, and this large, hefty man lets the monkey off of his shoulder, and the monkey starts running around the place and touching different toys and scampering about.
So, how much would it be to buy this toy of he who must not be named?
Oh, I think it's 9 silver. It took a lot of carving, and it's kind of I'll have to take my name off this one though. I can't have my name on it. You'll have to say it came from somebody else.
I think that's solid. I'm looking at Corny.
It
You
is
know, do you
it
think
is
we
solid.
can?
It's solid wood. It's not hollow. It's solid.
Can I like touch it? Like
Yeah.
s-
He comes over
alright.
to you and he brings it. It's very solid. It's like a full ventriloquist doll. It has very detailed eyes, very close to the likeness, which with what you've seen.
Do I like sense any deeper powers?
Make an Arcana check. You determine that there's no deeper powers to it.
Hmm.
Well,
So,
can
tell
I?
me, Getuff, do you, what gives you the inspiration for your toys? Is it people that you see?
Well, sometimes it's people that I see. Sometimes people ask me to make toys for them. Sometimes I get inspired. Um, it's all sorts of things.
What about this one? And I'll pick up the one with the red hair.
Oh, hmm. I, you, you, you came in here with a girl who looked. No, Izek. Izek Stranzi.
Bless you.
Izek Strasny. Izek Strasny. He told me to make that one.
Isaac, you say?
Yeah, Izek.
Wow.
He's one of the Baron's captains of the guard.
Is there anybody here that could kind of give us any help? You know, we don't know anybody here. Can you like who do you run your circle with?
I don't run that much. And he just pats his big belly.
No, I mean like who's like part of your group? Who's your friends? Your
Well,
acquaintances, your
he looks over and he pulls like a little crumb out of his pocket. He says, "Piccolo's my friend." And Rictavio, let me borrow Piccolo, and Rictavio's nice. He tells me stories.
Can I hold your monkey? I love animals. I'd love to.
Yeah. He looks at you and he says, with you should set down the toy first, otherwise Piccolo he might fall. So if you set
Oh
down
yeah,
the toy.
yeah. I put it down and I'm gonna go and like go to hold him.
Yeah, Piccolo looks up at you very curiously.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of like walk around a little bit, kind of like I'm like rocking a baby. And as I do that, I'm gonna use my speech with Beast and Leaf, and I'm gonna ask, "Are you okay?"
Give me a put that in the chat for me really quick so I know what to do because I think there's a roll of some kind.
I don't think it is. I just have
Oh, you're not
actual
trying to
access.
influence them. Okay, okay. Um, he this monkey, its eyes are very, very beady, but around his face he just smiles. He looks up at you and he's like um hanging a little bit on your horn and he's just smiling at you.
Does he seem like a regular monkey? Like, does he seem...
Yeah, with what you know about animals, like no check required. You have extensive knowledge about animals and creatures. Very normal ass monkey. I would even say, based on the art, kind of like a capuchin.
Okay.
Capuchin.
I say to the monkey, like, is there anything weird going on?
He takes his hand and he's... And he just makes these expressions at you. You can't really discern. And then I can't even make the noises. My dogs will freak out at me.
Prove it.
Ooh, ooh, ha ha ha! Oh, that one worked. I can't really do anything else.
Alright, I'm gonna like just like scratch him and like give him some love.
He's really warming up to you. He really likes the attention and is like swinging on your horns a little bit and playing with your hair, like your giant hair.
So you said that this monkey was a gift or a like...
He's my friend. He's staying here while Rictavio is in the tavern.
Oh, so this monkey isn't always with you.
No, he's just with me right now.
Okay. I'm gonna like look at the monkey again and be like, is Rictavio nice?
The monkey looks up at you and he gives a really big nod and he puts out his hands like this.
Like I like he wants something?
Yep.
He wants nuts.
Do I have any?
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
No, you go.
We haven't asked him how strict this no magic thing is yet, right?
No, you have not.
So, how strict is the no magic rule?
Oh, I wouldn't do that. If you did magic and said his name, I would have to report you. I would have to. Otherwise, they might take my shop away.
I didn't say anybody's name. I just...
One of you, I heard you. I didn't say it. It did not come out of my mouth.
Well, it didn't come out of my mouth either.
Or mine.
Whose mouth did it come out of?
Say, would you recognize magic if you saw it?
I think I would. Magic is something that wasn't there that is now there.
Is talking to a monkey considered magic?
I talk to Piccolo all the time.
Okay.
And he like whispers up, and then he holds out like a little crumb of bread, and the monkey jumps from your head and goes over towards him.
Oh.
So I was considering casting Speak with Animals as a ritual.
So ritual casting means that it doesn't use a spell slot.
Yeah.
But you still need to have it like prepared.
So I'm a barbarian. I have two spells from my class that I can only ritual cast. I don't have spell slots.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you have to.
For you as a
rituals,
druid,
so...
you have to prepare the rituals.
Aaron.
Even
I don't-
searchable?
As a mage, or sorry, as a wizard, you don't. As a druid, you do.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. I
Because
was
you
gonna
have
say.
access to the entire spell list. But wizards have a limited spell list that they have to learn and put in their spell book. If that makes sense.
Yeah, okay, that's right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Yeah, it doesn't take a spell slot, but it does take a substantial amount of time.
So as this monkey's running
it's-
around, he's gonna
Yeah.
look over at Fira and he'll say, "Well, I think that if you want to keep it, you're gonna have to give me the silver pieces."
Corny, do you think we could afford that?
No, this is for the toy
9.
that looks
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the enemy.
9
How
silver.
much silver? Well, no, I suppose. No, wait a minute. Your last purchase was not particularly fiscally responsible.
What do you mean? Did I tell you guys that I ate the donut?
Well, the pastries?
Yeah, I ate a pastry. It was
Uh-huh.
the best sleep of my entire life, and I even got some special powers.
Powers.
I don't remember this. You got special powers from eating it?
Yeah,
I mean,
I got-
now what were these powers?
I got 5 extra temporary hit points.
What, did you eat the entire thing?
I did, yeah. Well, I tried to eat
Only
just a little
part of
bit,
it.
but apparently I used up the whole one.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
DM?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Say, did we learn this guy's name?
No,
good
never
job.
asked for it. He just went along with it the entire time.
Yeah. Say now, good sir. What exactly? How are you referred to?
Some people call
My
me
name is
mean.
Cornelius.
Oh, Cornelius.
People call you mean?
They call me mean names like dumbass.
I
Okay,
would
now-
never do such thing.
Now, dumbass, could we negotiate here? Is that price set in stone?
10 silver.
10, I thought it was 6.
Make a persuasion check.
Me? It was actually silver. It's 6 though.
It was
Yeah,
Yeah, I said
9.
I called
9.
he's mad because I called him a dumbass.
You guys need to watch Blackbird if you haven't.
Yeah, you gotta watch Blackbird, buddy.
You're doing a good job with the voice too, dude. It's like, it's fucking creepy.
Oh, do you want to hear the funny thing? The guy's in other movies, and he does the same voice. That's the funny part about it. Give me a persuasion. Oh, you did. You rolled it. Does not take a lot. Okay. I said 6, so I'll stand by it.
I
Well,
really
that
thought
does
he
seem
said
to be
6.
an excellent deal. I do think we could afford that for you.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. And I go and I take the doll.
Piccolo, could you help? And the monkey runs down and he puts up his little hands towards you. And he's holding it up towards you, Corny. He's like
Corny.
he's climbed up on your scales.
I thought he was holding them up to Fira.
No, you got
You're
it.
the bank.
He drops down the 6 silver pieces into the monkey's
And then
hands.
he runs back over and he gives them to the
Wow.
big large guy.
He was closely guarding the rest of the money when that happened to ensure the monkey didn't pick
Good
his pocket.
And he says, "Okay, well,
Oh, I think my pizza's here.
okay."
Nice.
He says,
Nice look.
"Okay, well, I think y'all should be heading out."
Wait, I still feel like there's something that you could help us with. Like, we don't know anybody here. Who are other people we could meet here?
Well, there's Octavio, and then there's the Baron.
The Baron?
Yeah, he's like the burgomaster here.
Okay.
He controls everything. And Yeah, there's the Blue Water Inn, which is if you need a place to get some food or a drink. And he's starting to scratch his head. I think there's the Watcher, Miss Watcher. I don't know a lot about her. She's kind of scary. And then there's the Coffin Maker. He's got a lot of business. Then there's Vincili. Then there's Bray. And then and he just keeps rambling on with just names.
Would you consider yourself an entertainer?
I let my toys speak for me. They tell all sorts of stories.
Okay. Well, I think I'm ready.
He looks over at you. What are you ready for?
Bed.
He
And I look up to see what time it is, or look outside to see what time it is.
It's you guys had that fight and it took a little bit, but it's like probably like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah, bed.
Okay, maybe it's bedtime. Okay, you have to leave. If I'm gonna go to sleep, you have to leave.
Okay.
And he
Well,
walks towards
you're
all of
lying.
you, and he puts his arms out wide, like this, like straight armed, and he just starts like slowly bumping into you guys.
Like, and then I go in because like I think he's gonna give me a hug, and I go in to try to hug him.
He's actually a little scared. He's a big boy, probably pushing like 300 pounds at 6'5". You're bigger. And he goes to hug you, and he cocks his arms in, and as he's doing it, Piccolo's like standing up and like touching your horns again, and he's
I give.
That's nice.
Okay. Sounds good. I walk out.
Excellent. What's everybody else doing?
I'll follow Fira.
Okay, Ferris.
Same.
Excellent. And I'm assuming Do does the same.
Yes.
Nope.
Do just stays there. As
Dude's
you
just the brick wall.
as you all can everybody see?
Mhm.
As you all walk out of the toy shop, you walk down the cobblestone streets and you see the same town square.
Ooh.
Is there anybody else with a monkey? Have I seen anybody else with a monkey?
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Clearly, we got the wrong man with the monkey.
I think we did, guys. We were supposed to get some entertainer. I don't think this guy was an entertainer. And he wasn't
Well-
very useful.
I mean, one thing that I've learned in the course of my life and studying at the monastery I came from is that, life, you can call it fate or whatever, it doesn't always work in the way that you expect. And when the fortune teller told us that a man with a monkey would help us, she didn't say how or that he would even do knowingly. It may be that he already has, and we just don't know it because we don't really know what we're looking for, to be honest.
I don't know. I just feel like this monkey wasn't his. He got it from a friend. Maybe the friend is the entertainer and is better. I don't know. Because she said that the man is more than he seems, and that man did not seem like he was more. I don't think there was much going on other than his toy making.
Well, if he didn't seem like much, then that means there's a lot of potential for him to be more than he seems, I would say.
I can be gullible, but
I'm not saying that we need to. I don't know if it's worth pursuing, but I think it might be worth keeping an eye on him. But I am very interested in that.
Don't say his name.
No, he said that one of his men, Isaac, had commissioned a doll that just so happens to look like our Irina, who we helped travel here with.
Wait, what? Did I miss that?
So yeah. Oh, so well that when we were there, I guess I'll explain it. Well, when we were in his shop, one of his dolls caught my eye. It's a striking image of Irina. That was the one that I held up and asked him about, and because it's a spitting image of her, I just thought that maybe he knew her, but it seemed like Irina hadn't really been here before, so that would be surprising. So I asked him about it, and he said that it was this Isaac Strasny, one of the Baron's men, who commissioned it.
Huh. Did it have a red scarf, and did you take it off?
Did it?
You remember a distinct red scarf.
Yes, it did.
But you didn't
I
like
did-
check underneath?
No, why would I check under the scarf?
Why would you not check under the scarf?
This is the OCD part of Fira coming out.
I'm sorry, Fira. I'm not in the habit of casually undressing women, be they dolls or actual people.
Okay, in the future,
Yeah, can I roll
please.
insight? I want
Go
to see
ahead.
if he's telling the truth. If that.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Is he a doll undresser or is he
I'm gonna
not
send
a
this to the
doll?
GM.
Yeah, Cal, give me a persuasion deception check.
Depending on whether it's true or not.
Wait, what did you give me? A persuasion or perception?
Deception.
Persuasion or
Oh,
deception?
deception. I'm not trying. I don't
No,
think
you're
I'm
not.
trying
You're
to
not
lie.
trying to lie.
Don't tell me what you're trying to do.
You believe him wholeheartedly that he
Okay.
does not undress women or dolls of women.
I didn't
You
say
have a-
with my eyes.
Well, you have a very sad life if you don't do that. So that's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Actually, no,
Yeah,
ma'am.
You
I
should
have no
always
problem with,
undress dolls of women.
Well,
consensual undressing.
Consensually.
How can a doll?
But
consent?
I'm not just walking up to women and taking their clothes off. I mean, I
I hope
appreciate it
not.
if you think I'm good looking enough to get away with that, but
No, I'd punch you in the face.
there we go. So I try to avoid that.
Yeah. How dare you try to offend my sister?
Ah, you two are related now.
In heart.
I see. I understand that.
Unless you are
Um,
my sister.
No,
Having
I'm your
only known
sister.
you two for a few days, it seems like both of you have a lot of heart.
Oh, I do. Okay, so do you think I should just like stomp on this toy and see if it like does anything? Isn't it supposed to be like not ventriloquist, what's it called?
Voodoo?
Pokey. Voodoo. Right?
A hoodoo doll?
Voodoo doo doo doo.
What do you think Fear would do?
Oh. I'm asking the group.
Well, I don't think there's any reason to suspect that this man was working intricate enough magic to tie this facsimile to the actual Baron, or Count, sorry.
That's true. I
so
guess I guess I didn't see any magic.
think
I
it
whispered magic.
might just be a harmless toy. Well, harmless except that everyone here seems to be petrified of him, and after meeting them, I mean, I don't blame them. I think the whole not saying his name nonsense goes a little too far, but
True. I'm gonna make sure it's like really hidden, this toy. I don't want anybody to see it.
Make a sleight of hand check. Okay. You put it beneath your robes, your one robe. You tuck it in there. As
Okay.
you're doing this, a group of gentlemen come towards you.
Ruh-roh.
These two men, one I think I can show you a picture of. Player art handouts.
Goodness, it looks scary.
Dude, all these arts look ridiculous. I wish they didn't put that much flavor into it.
Flavor.
Um,
They look like they died off the coast of Maine in 1865, and their wives are still wandering the widow's lodge,
Goodness.
waiting for them
Seriously.
to come home.
Also, if you click on this to zoom in, it does a good job at it, but let's be honest, it's just weird.
Oh,
Oh, that's
wow.
creepy.
This small statured
That's
man
cool.
in a very elegant and finely crafted robe almost glides towards you. And he calls out to you and he says, "Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome to Valakia. Um, it's so nice to see new faces in Valaki. I'm so glad to see all of you."
Hi, I'm Fira. What's your name?
Um, I am the Baron. You can call me, Baron. Well, you can just call me Baron.
Hi, Baron.
Hi, I'm the
Thanks
Baron.
for
You can
letting
call me Baron.
thanks for letting us into your amazing town.
Well, it's so nice to see you. It's so nice. And this is my son Victor. And he points over towards the smaller looking man. He's got a little bit more of a head of hair to him, but it looks very much of resembling the smaller statured man again. And the kid just looks over at you with a nod. Seems to be in his late teens.
Hi, Victor.
Hi. Um, Dad, do we have to be out here? And his dad looks over at you. Just shut up, okay? We're welcoming guests. And motions towards all of you. Did you hear the rules of Valaki?
No saying that the person's name,
Yes?
no magic.
Yes, and you forgot the most important one.
Have fun?
Yeah, all will be
Oh,
well. All will
it's-
be well.
and we have to go to the thing tonight, right?
Yes! Yes, it's going to be the Wolf Head. The Wolf's Head Jamboree.
Now, is
Well,
this celebrating the wolves?
Um, it's celebrating the wolves not being in Valaki. That's what it's celebrating.
so,
Excellent.
am I to take it this is a hunt?
No, no,
Oh,
no, 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 no.
no.
Wolves, they don't come in Valaki. We make sure that they don't get here.
I believe I saw something saying that pikes would be provided. What exactly are they used for, if not
Oh,
for the wolves?
oh yeah. Well, we have each of the citizens. They make some fake ones out of paper and clay, and then we go and we kill them in the square to make sure that we all know that we're able to do it. But they don't come. They don't come, so we kill the fake ones.
Oh,
I
so it's not
understand.
real. It's not real wolves.
There aren't any real wolves in Valaki. There aren't.
Okay, that makes sense. How long have you been the Baron here?
My whole life, about 60 years. And
Huh.
Victor, he's going to be the next one after me, and then his kids after me. Well, after him.
That's an amazing family business.
It's a lot of work. It is. You got to keep everybody happy. Um, you absolutely did. You absolutely did.
So, where did the wolf heads outside the palisade come from then? If I mean, kudos to you if you're keeping them out of the town. No one wants
I don't know
wolves
what you're.
running rampant in the
I
town.
don't know what you're talking about.
My good sir, have you not stepped foot outside your own walls? They're right there, plain as day.
Isaac, come here. And he motions toward the man behind him. You see a large man come up towards you with a cloak around one of his arms. And he's nearly as large as...
He is dumb.
Yeah, nearly as large as he is dumb. But he's nearly as large as Fira.
How big is Fira? I don't remember. if I-
7'5".
7'5".
I'm
Oh, you're
7'5".
Big.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you
you're
can take him.
craning up, and he looks at Isaac and he says, Isaac, remind them that there are no wolves in Valaki. And this large man reaches back, takes a serious halberd off of his back, puts it on the ground. As the pole hits the concrete, you hear a clunk. No. No wolves. And he looks into each of your eyes. Yeah, so if you should come to the event. It's mandatory. Everybody has to come. It's going to be fun, and all will be well.
So,
No.
so all the men have to go. Is that what you're saying?
Everybody.
It's mandatory.
Everybody has. Oh, everybody.
Do you think I should wild shape into a wolf?
Yes.
Can I?
Not if you fancy your head remaining attached.
That is.
Can I like drop my like what he did with his? You said halberd.
Yeah.
Can I do it with my hammer? And just
Yeah.
be
Let's
like,
see it.
now what if I wanted to kill a wolf? Where would I go for that?
Give me.
Drop
Can
my
we-
hammer on the
Can
ground.
we roll a dex check for that to see if Corny drops it on his own foot?
No, he's gonna do a intimidation check with advantage.
I have a bonus to those. It is in here.
See,
somewhere.
that's what you gotta do. You gotta stop being the lovable showman and just start scaring the shit out of people.
I have proficiency.
But be funny about
It
it.
is. Okay.
As you do it, the ground has the same sounding impact as when Isaac did it. And the Baron takes a step back. He looks behind him and up, and he says, "Oh, I think we found somebody that can help in the town guard." He whispers something to Isaac up at him, and the large man says, I'll call you."
Yeah, you do that, sir. Thank you.
He's tightly gripping this halberd as he's saying this. It's
White
still on
knuckling
the
it.
ground. It's still standing there, and he's like, you see his knuckles starting to whiten on it. Oh, I just wanted to come and say hi to everybody and explain the rules and how this all works, and a little bit about Velaki. You're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like, as long as you obey the rules. And
Sounds good.
he waves off to you, and they go back to the stockades.
Do I know if there's a way for people to know if magic is happening?
You're very aware of the three components of magic being very noticeable. So verbal, somatic, and material. Like, people know what that is when it happens in front of them.
But if I'm doing it like in my room alone, I don't think anybody could like figure it out.
Unless you know of spells that other magic users have that can understand it, if they can see it or if they can be
Okay.
near it. But it's pretty specific.
Yeah, makes sense.
Let's put it this way: for every one adventurer there are, there's like 10 or 20 just commoners. People who don't have any skills or don't use magic or don't use anything like that. What would you guys like to do?
You
Well-
know, someone said something about a drink. I don't know if you want to go and just sit down for a little bit.
Vera, you're speaking my language now. I agree. Well, it sounds like it's not time for us to settle in for the night yet. It seems like there's some more uncomfortable excitement to be had in this town tonight. So why not gird our loins with a drink or two? Why don't we head over to the Blue Water Inn?
Yeah, we can do that. If we see Irina, let's just like pretend we don't, though, so she doesn't think she has to talk to us.
But by the time we're done there, I hope they rename it to the Golden Ale in Me.
Aaron, those dad jokes, man. You should have just made a father of the entire party.
The Golden Ale in Me? What?
It's currently called the Blue Water Inn. It's like Blue Water Inn, yellow stuff out. I don't know. There's jokes to be made.
I don't know if I'm just drunk or if you were having a stroke.
I'm just
As-
dumb.
Instead of Blue Water Inn, it's gonna be Golden Ale Inn. You know.
Let me point something out to you guys. So in this module that we're using, Roll20, you have to be switched between maps. In this thing called Foundry, you literally click on the door and it'll teleport you to the other map. Apparently it's supposed to take a hell of a lot more setup and a hell of a lot more management, but they finally started importing some of the new scenarios and the new stories into that system.
I'm down to change whenever you are.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like it's all work on your end, bud. So
I was gonna say that's typically what it is. Okay, so as you all, let's do Control Shift K. Let's get these guys. Can everybody see?
I am still in the town square.
Me
Okay,
too.
okay, let me put you over here. Can you see now?
I cannot see. It's just a black. Oh, never mind. I can see.
Okay, it'll be all the way over in
Bottom
the
right.
bottom right.
Yeah. Bing bong.
As you walk up towards, let's see, I gotta scroll down with this person. Oh, Corny, you're all the way over there. As you walk up towards the doors, wait, let me try to get the green text for this one. This one has it. Sorry about this, guys. Gray smoke issues from the chimney of this large two-story wooden building with a stone foundation and sagging tile roof, upon which several ravens have perched. A painted blue wooden sign hanging above the main entrance depicts a blue waterfall. As you walk in, the first thing you guys hear is a small voice saying, "Bing bong."
Bing bong.
Can I try to see where the voice came from?
It's
You came from
very
Bing bong.
obviously a small goblin behind the door. And
Obviously.
he looks up at Fira.
Hi.
He nods his head.
Bing bong.
He nods his head again.
Okay, I'm gonna walk away.
Cornelius,
Opportunity
walk
attack.
in, and he's gonna go, bong bing.
As you walk in, he says, "Bing bong."
Bing bong. The witch is dead.
He nods his head at you.
Ah, yes, I see. Just walks further in.
All right, I'm gonna step in through the door.
As you do, bing bong.
I'll look over at the goblin, and without breaking eye contact with him, I'll step back through the door. So
Bing
I'm
bong.
outside again, and then I'll walk back in.
Bing bong.
Oh, what the hell happened? I can't walk through the. Who locked the door?
you
it
got
me?
a death wish?
I took it.
Bing bong. Oh, come on. What is.
As you step in, he says it again and again and again. As you step out, step in, step out, step in.
Does he look
I'll just kind of look at him
exasperated?
and nod, and I'm like, "Sorry, sir. I don't mean to test you. I just I was testing a theory of mine. Have a good day." And I'll follow Cornelius.
He's stood up very straight and he just nods his head.
Bing bong.
As you guys walk in, you notice a number of different people. You notice individuals that are humanoid, dwarven, some tortlage people, and just a wide variety. Down in the south corner are two young boys. They're sitting at a table playing a dice game. Up near the bar is a very strong looking woman, and at the bar stool is an older looking man. Near the north side, near the stairs at the top of the tavern, are two younger looking men uh, chatting with two very older men with like surly beards and uh, more of the adventuring type. As you walk in, this woman says, "Well, hello, it's nice to see ya. Can I fix you up an ale? Or a wine? Or what suits your fancy?"
Do you have orange juice?
Young miss, um, sorry, we don't have, sorry, we don't have any orange juice. We just have,
How about any kind of juices?
um, do you count milk as a juice?
No, that comes from an animal. I want something that comes from a fruit.
Kinda
I
No,
mean,
juice
it
the
is
animal, don't you?
cow
I,
juice.
I would say it is cow juice. Yes, I am in agreement with uh,
What
uh,
about
with
tea?
Varus.
What about
Tea.
tea?
Um, yeah, I could do that.
Oh, okay. Can I get some tea, please?
She calls back, "Hey, Erwin, we got some mud water coming." And you hear, "Okay, got it." And
Can
then
I?
she screams out, "Bray, Brom, start cleaning up those tables. Let's get these people a place to sit." And as it happens, these two kids are running like between your legs, like very obviously pushing you aside a little bit, trying to clean up different tables and get everything in a presentable order.
Can I belly up to the bar next to Rick Tapio? And that's the guy that we saw talking to the other guy, right?
Correct.
Talking to dumbass.
Yep. You belly up to him, and he gives you like a look, but he goes back to his beer.
Nah, Miss Barkeep. What's the strongest thing you've got?
Oh, I see you're a well-versed adventurer. Well, I'd have to say the strongest thing we have here has to be the Dragon Tooth whiskey, and I think you and yourself would be well-versed for that.
Yeah, yes, me and myself would enjoy one of those.
Okay, well, put down 5 silver.
You know, an adventurer of my caliber, it must be infrequent in this establishment. Are you
You can cut the
sure you
shit.
couldn't?
This is an establishment.
I can't try to barter.
No,
Okay.
this woman is very serious at it. She looks over at you. Well, let me put it this way. You can make a roll. It's gonna have to be a 20. Make a roll. Make me a persuasion check.
Get fucked.
As she says this, she looks in your eyes, and there is a fire, a determination that says, "Well, doesn't seem like I'm just talking to a normal adventurer here. For you, let's call the first one on the house." And
Well, not thank you kindly, miss.
she sets down a tankard, so it's a wooden tankard, and she reaches up, steps on a small wooden stool to the top shelf, and takes this bottle, a black bottle, wipes the sleeve near the neck of it, and pops off the cork, and gives you a nice small pour, about 2 fingers.
Now, did it look like her wiping it with her sleeve made it cleaner or dirtier?
A little bit cleaner.
Nice.
Just
Eh,
a little, though. It's definitely not food safe.
Okay. Well, the alcohol will kill everything. Nobody's ever gotten sick after drinking.
Never once.
Never. Me never.
Yeah. So then I want to. Cornelius takes a sip and then he looks over at Rictavio. He's like, "Well, now, what exactly are you drinking over there, friend?"
Oh, well, me. I'm just drinking some red wine crush. Have you ever had the red wine crush?
Well, I can't say that I have. Fira, is that something you would enjoy?
Honestly, I like the fruit without the fermentation, if I'm gonna be honest. I kind of like, you know, the grapes.
Well, um, I think that the red wine crush is really good. I think it's pretty good.
Okay.
Best that I've had in all of Barovia.
Does he look like the toy maker?
No, I'm just trying to find the voice.
You'll learn this about AJ is he can do one voice and then he sticks to it for
Yep.
every NPC for the
Every
entire
NPC
campaign.
they blend together. Also, like a couple of these
See.
don't really help the situation.
Mm,
He
makes
says,
sense.
I'm just trying to do an old person voice without sounding like Rick and Morty. Um, he says,
I'm old Morty.
"Oh Morty, Morty, oh geez, oh geez." Um, he
Oh
says,
jeez, I really love this red wine crush.
he says, the red superior crush. It goes down so easy.
Mm. Would you consider yourself an entertainer?
Oh, young lady, I'm an entertainer from the wonderful traveling circus and trope that you've ever seen.
Really? I saw a monkey just a little bit ago, and I feel like you would look great with a monkey on your around your neck.
You've met little Piccolo?
Yeah.
Oh, Piccolo's my favorite. He travels with me all over. I can't really bring him in here, so I let him spend he's gonna spend a couple nights with my friend Blinksky.
Oh, he's your monkey, and I'm like gonna give everyone like a look, like a I was right look.
Can I roll to see if I can understand her look?
Uh it's very obvious.
Yeah,
By
this will
fear
just
is
be for
fear is
flavor.
uh okay.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, dude, very obvious. She's rubbing it in your face. Like it's obvious to her, she knew it the entire time. You're slow to catch on to it, you should feel bad.
Well, between siblings though, it's good that I caught on.
True, true. Well, I I I have a bunch of stories actually. I've done so much in my time, but I'm an old man. I'm talking to a young group, and you don't want to hear all my
No, I want
stories.
to hear all of it. I'm not leaving here until I know your whole life story. And I like sit down, I'm like cozying up myself and drinking my tea, if it came yet.
Well, I'm no singer. I don't have any musical talent, but I'd travel with the circus. I once was in the circus when we had this one entertainer. He was this spry young lad. He jumped from place to place, and every full moon he would turn into a giant hare. And he would have the ears, and he would hop, and he would stop, and he would hop. And it was the
Like a
craziest
bunny?
thing. Yes, yes, that's what he was.
Oh, when you said hair, I thought I was picturing my green hair. I'm like, he turns into my hair.
And then
No, a
this
hair.
this one time there was this half orcish woman that could eat through iron. She would chew on it and break it and almost consume it whole. No chains could keep her bound.
Wow, that's crazy.
He's looking over you, and the stories just keep coming. Each of them sound as outlandish as the rest. Like
Nothing like
stuff,
sticks out to be like, this could help me.
not a single one. They all
Cornelius.
sound like somebody who's had 3 drinks and is just rambling.
Oh.
Cornelius speaks up and he says, "Well, now, while these stories do sound fantastic, for some reason they don't seem to be hitting me as stories of the best circus I've ever seen."
I'm
You said,
I'm a ringmaster, sir. I've seen the best circus.
well, did your circus have a strong man?
He it it had the strongest of mans ever that you've ever seen.
Hmm. I bet I was strong. I bet I'm stronger than he was.
Well, let's see it.
Well,
Maybe I could recruit you for recoming of the carnival.
yeah. Where is your carnival? Is it still around?
Well, I'm just traveling with my wagon right now. I had to disband the carnival.
And why did your carnival disband?
Well, the place that we were at just didn't have enough business. And I knew the people they would do better to go somewhere else. So I let them all go and took up what I could in my wagon and we headed off.
Well, see now, why not go somewhere else with your people?
Well, I didn't want to separate them from where they came. I didn't want to take them away from their homes.
Okay, I think this sounds like a different kind of carnival than what I was thinking of.
What kind of carnival are you familiar with?
Well, y'all travel together from town to town. You're like one big family.
Oh, no, sir. That's not a carnival that I'm familiar with.
Okay.
He looks over at you and as he's doing it, you notice this very old man. He's like really old. And the bartender brings over sorry, the bartender brings over a large steak and puts it down on his in front of him in a like surrounded by paper. And he takes it and he folds up the paper on top of it. He says, "Well, if you by chance ever want to be in a carnival, I'll let you know. I already got Bing Bong down there for part of my
Bing bong.
entertainment."
What do you think about this? Have you been to a carnival before?
No, sir. I've never been to no carnival. I've only been in Barovia my whole life with my brother Skeever.
Say, if Rictavio, have you been in this town for a long time?
Uh, no, I only came here a little bit ago.
Courtney looks at the bartender. He says, "No, you. I apologize. Did you give me your name? My name is Cornelius.
Well, no, the name's Danica.
It is a mighty fine pleasure, Danica. Now, have you been in this town of we're in Serpool, right?
You are in Valaki.
Of Valaki. Have you been in Valaki for long?
Um, yeah, I've been here my whole life. We've raised 2 beautiful kids here. And you see the kids like running around and literally creating chaos in this tiny place.
Oh yes, yeah. They look like fine children. Now, does there happen to be? So you're pretty familiar with the houses and the areas of the town.
Yes, I would.
Now, is there maybe a house where people avoid? Maybe they hear strange noises.
She gives you a curious look. Well, I mean, there's houses that you shouldn't go into without being asked, for sure. You can't go into the Watcher's house or the Burgomaster's house, but everybody else you could ask nicely and they'd probably let you in.
Now the Watcher. Who is that exactly?
Well, her two kids are sitting over there. She points off to the two very young gentlemen sitting at the table with the old burly adventurers. She's an influential person that sits here in this town.
So the Watcher's at the table.
You see two young men at the table. This one and this one that she's pointing to. Yes, they're her sons.
And what does the Watcher do here?
Well, she's she's more of a town council member. She helps look out for the town.
Does she and the Burgermeister get along?
Um, she sits her elbow down and she leans in and she says, "No, they don't. But let's not talk about that near the kids."
I understand. Yeah, they're impressionable young children.
Yeah, yeah, but the drink's impressionable. I think it's very good though. She changes the
Oh,
topic.
excellent. Yeah, the Dragon Tooth whiskey, as you said, was fantastic.
And as she says that, Rictavio looks over at you and he says, um, "That's really interesting that you said that about her." What? His voice breaks and he says, "What do you mean by that?"
Wait, who? I just said that the whiskey was fantastic.
I know. And Rictavio's voice breaks and he says, "What did you mean by that?" And that's where
Uh,
we're gonna end it tonight.
okay, I'm very confused. You'll have to remind me that that's what we ended on next time.
Gotcha, pal. Don't worry about it. Awesome.
Th-
Well, I
this-
really
He did something to your whiskey, Aaron.